just wanna run. My energy is safe and unraveling I'm undone. I feel the decay. I don't wanna be alone. I can still feel you inside my bones.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Architect the Dreamer back with another ATD Reacts. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, click that little bell so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure to follow me on socials at ATDmusic, on Instagram and Threads at ATDreacts, and on Facebook at ATDofficial. At the beginning of this video, you heard a snippet of my new single, Bones, which is now on all streaming platforms. You guys can find the link to that in the description below. I also have an official lyric video on my page. We are here at the end of Even in Arcadia. This album has been an absolute masterpiece. And now we're ending it with Infinite Baths, which is 8.5 minutes long. Gethsemane absolutely broke me. So we're just going to dive right in. This is Infinite Baths. This is Sleep Token. Let's go.
When you plucked me from the grotto, sounding like a supermodel. When I would wake in staccato, no lightning in a bottle, just one eye on the target and 2 bricks on the throttle. I know now.
When you plucked me from the grotto, silent like a supermodel. When I would wake in staccato, no lightning in a bottle, just one eye on the target and 2 bricks on the throttle. 2 bricks on the throttle. There's nothing stopping this. This is way down, pedal to the metal, full force. I know now.
When you plucked me from the grotto, sounding like a supermodel. When I would wake in staccato, no lightning in a bottle, just one eye on the target and 2 bricks on the throttle. I know now that even if I am frozen, timeless as a ghost in my nightmares of the ocean. The precipice I'm approaching, well, you will empty the darkness. You will keep me in motion. I know now. Infinite baths, washing over me at last. Feel the method in my madness. Feel the glory in my wrath.
Oh. Are you the method in my madness? Are you the glory in my wrath? I have lost who I am for you. I've gone crazy. I have done unspeakable things. I've done things that I would normally not do. but it's because of you trying to prove something to you, trying to prove my love for you. Are you the method? Are you the glory? All the violence that I have unleashed on my enemies or on people who threatened you. Are you the glory, the reason behind that wrath?
Washing over me at last. You the method in my madness. You the glory in my wrath. Infinite baths, bursting colors when you laugh. I have fought so long to be here. I am never going back.
Oh, okay.
Even if I'm on my own, when the silence is deafening, I could be stuck here alone. When even my future is threatening, something is lifting the bones, something is dancing in a revelry, wider than oceans below, taller than titans and box springs. The waters are warm where they used to run, freezing where they used to be storms. My horizon is fleeting. I'm so tired inside. I could sleep through a landslide, but I'm finally here, and I'm not leaving this time.
Oh, okay. We're building up there, but that entire verse, even if I'm on my own, when the silence is deafening, I could be stuck here alone when even my future is threatening. This whole verse is just this idea of, I'm here. This is where I'm at now. There is no turning back. I'm not leaving. I didn't go through all the hell, everything that I went through just to turn back. I'm here now. I'm not leaving. I could sleep through a landslide where there used to be storms. My horizon is fleeting. I'm so tired inside. I think there's always, when a relationship is falling apart, whether that is romantic, whether that's platonic, whether that's familial, whatever it is, when a relationship is falling apart, I think there always gets to be a point where it's like the acceptance of this is what it is. This is where I'm at now. This is where we're at now. Things have been said, stuff has been done. That stuff can't be taken back. Those words can't be taken back. This is where we are. I'm not leaving.
Bones, something is dancing in a revelry, wider than oceans below, taller than titans and box springs. The waters are warm where they used to run, freezing where they used to be storms. My horizon is fleeting. I'm so tired inside. I could sleep through a landslide, but I'm
have been running since I got here, but now I'm falling into infinite baths. I'm so tired. Vessel is so tired. I know there's been a lot of speculation on, like, is this the last Sleep Token album? And I think that that is not out of the realm of possibilities. At the very least, I think we are potentially getting to the end of this story. This is the end of the line. I've been running since I've got here, but right now I'm just falling into infinite baths. Oh, that piano. Okay. Got some singular electric guitar. Drift with me. I just like had a thought, and I don't know if I'm even remotely accurate in this, but drift with me, this idea of infinite baths. I've been running and now I'm falling. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the river Styx, which is like the travel from the world to the underworld. Isn't the river Styx like filled with like the souls of the damned? And I just had this image of like Vessel falling into like the river Styx and just his soul being trapped there with no resolution, begging like, just come drift with me. And I could be totally off base with that, but that's just kind of what that made me think of a little bit. Where are we going? Still have 3 minutes left in the song. Oh! Oh! Oh, we got an actual breakdown. Oh! Ugh! Okay. We're going to run back that entire breakdown again. Lyrically, all this glory you did not earn, every lesson you did not learn, you will drown in an endless sea. If it's blood that you want from me, you can empty my arteries. Will you halt this eclipse in me? Okay, we're doing a callback to Look Windward. Will you halt this eclipse in me? Teeth of God, blood of man, I will be what I am. Putting those lyrics in the context of what we just heard in that breakdown and those screams, this feels like it's now to that point of going from anger to rage at how much time you spent devoting to someone. And even if we want to get more spiritual with it, like, I don't talk a ton about my time growing up and my religious upbringing because there's a lot of trauma there that I'm still working through in therapy and whatnot. But I was raised in the church. From the moment that I took my first breath, it was, there is this God and you have to worship him because that's just what you do. It's what you're supposed to do. And even before I started deconstructing, there has been moments in my life where I've looked at the world around me and looked at all the pain and the suffering and the innocent people dying and being tortured and being abandoned and thrown away like trash. And I look at this and I have always had this thought of like, how can an all-loving, all-powerful God allow for something like this to happen? And I'm not talking about this right now as like an opening to have religious discourse in my comments. So I'm going to say that right now. But for me personally, in my journey, I came to that realization of like, for me, why am I giving all this glory to something, someone that I don't feel like has earned it? How can I worship something, someone, some being that allows there to be so much pain and suffering in the world to innocent people, while at the same time, evil, sadistic, garbage people get everything? They get to have this power and control that they don't deserve. And this right here feels like the acceptance of Vessel into that darkness instead of the light that he thought was going to be at the end there, realizing there is no light. All there is darkness. Bringing back the will you halt this eclipse in me? You will drown in an endless sea. If it's blood that you want from me, you can empty my arteries. Like, teeth of God, blood of man. Even just those word, teeth of God. using the description of teeth, like generally, like a dog, when it is getting aggressive or when it is in protection mode, will show its teeth, which means it's ready to attack. In this particular case, like, God has shown his teeth. He is ready to attack. He's ready to bring wrath. So what am I? I'm nothing. I will be what I am. All right, we're going to listen to that entire breakdown again, and then we'll close out this journey. Oh, it's so nasty in the best way. I love how there's just this raw heaviness, and that is what closes out the album. Wow. What a journey this album has been. Just wow. All right, that was Infinite Baths from Sleep Token. My first thoughts is there's one of two things that's happening here. The first one being this is the end. The acceptance that things aren't what you thought they were, and the pain and rage that comes with that, and just the descent into darkness. The other thing that I think could be happening is this is not over. The idea that there could be another part of the story where Vessel comes back with vengeance, wanting justice for the way that he was wronged and just thrown aside after all this devotion and all of this worship that he's given to sleep. Man, This is an album that not only am I going to need to listen to from beginning to end, which I have not been able to do yet, obviously, but that I'm going to need to just really process. The way that this album genuinely, from the beginning of it to the end, the ups and downs of like stepping into yourself and deciding this is who you are, this is what you want to be now, this is the direction you want to go, and then getting there and realizing nothing is what you thought it was. Like there is like I'm a very visual person, so like in my mind I can see just this like roller coaster of a path that like was high up here in the beginning, and then it kind of slowly starts to come down a little bit more until we get to the end, and it's just a plummet into the deep. This album is an absolute masterpiece. The storytelling, the instrumentation, the symbolism and metaphors, the straight saying what I think a lot of us have felt throughout our lives in various different ways, in such a poetic and deep way. Every song on this album is a 10, in my opinion. This entire album is, if there was something higher than a 10, it would get that. I I don't know that I've ever listened to an album and when I got to the end of it, been like, that took an emotional toll on me. Like the journey that I just went on, like I'm going to need time to recover after this. Wow. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you think, not only of this song being the final song on the album, but also the album as a whole. I would love to hear your guys' theories, your thoughts, what you think this means for Sleep Token, for the lore moving forward, for all of it. Drop in my comments. Would love to hear from you. Well, we've got a full album next week. I will be going back to reacting to other stuff, and it's going to be an interesting transition. But like I said at the beginning of this video, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, click that little bell, and follow me on socials. For those of you that came here from my Sleep Token reactions, I do reactions every day, Monday through Friday. I do a lot of stuff that is popular as far as like new releases, but I also do stuff that is not. And I do indie stuff, and I do lots of different genres of music. So if you appreciated my take on this reaction genre of YouTube videos, I would love for you guys to join me on this journey as a whole with all of the other reactions that I do. So make sure to subscribe, click that bell, follow me on socials. Check out my new single, Bones, which is on all streaming platforms. I made it real easy. The link is in the description. And I'll see you guys back here for the next one.